T362 Development Technology. In a UML class diagram, which of the following is a relationship in which objects from the whole class control the lifetime of objects from the part class, and which is graphically represented as a solid line with a filled diamond next to the class playing the whole role? A. Inheritance, B. Aggregation, C. Realization, or D. Composition. Composition is a stronger variant of the Hazer-association relationship. Composition usually has the strong lifecycle dependency between instances of the container class, or the composite, and instances of the contained class, or classes. If the container is destroyed, normally every instance that it contains is destroyed as well. Where allowed, a part can be removed from a composite before the composite is deleted, and thus not be deleted as part of the composite. The UML graphical representation of the composition relationship is a solid line with a filled diamond shape on the containing class end of the lines that connect contained classes to the containing class. Here is an example, a very simple example using a house and a room. A room is contained in a house, and so the house is the containing class. Therefore, there is a line joining them with a solid filled diamond shape on the containing class, which is the house, which in this case is the containing class. Therefore, there is a diamond on this side. Going further with this analogy, this figure shows a composition where the house is the container class and room is the contained class. Destroying the house will make rooms non-existent. Therefore, D is the correct answer. The other options are explained on the next slides. Option A. Inheritance is a relationship between a class and its child classes. It's also known as generalization, where the child class is a type of the parent class. It means that the child, or the subclass, inherits the properties and functionalities of the parent. The UML graphical representation of an inheritance relationship is a solid line with a hollow arrowhead on the superclass end of the lines that connect the subclass to the superclass. Let's take a look at this example. There is an automobile, which is the parent class, and bus is the child class, since a bus is a type of an automobile. So the automobile is the superclass, or also known as the parent class, and the bus is the subclass, also known as the child class. Therefore, in a UML graphical representation of an inheritance relationship, there is a solid line between the automobile and bus with a hollow arrowhead on the superclass end of lines. And since automobile is a superclass, there is a hollow arrowhead on the automobile side. Aggregation is a weak has-a relationship between the container class, which is the aggregate, and the contained classes. Aggregation is an association that represents part, whole, or part of relationship between the containing class and contained classes. Aggregation can occur when a class is a collection or container of other classes, but the contained classes do not have a strong lifecycle dependency on the container. The contents of the container are not automatically destroyed when the aggregate is destroyed. Thus, a part can be removed from an aggregate before the aggregate is deleted. Note that in this case, a hollow diamond shape is represented in the UML diagram. In this example, in a school, a class contains students. Therefore, the class is the containing side, while the student is contained in the class. Therefore, the hollow diamond shape goes on the side of the containing class, which is the class. Option C. Realization is a relationship between two components, in which one component, or the user, realizes, implements, or executes the behavior or functionality that the other component specifies. The UML graphical representation of a realization relationship is a dashed line with a hollow arrowhead on the user end of line that connects the interface to the user. The figure on the right shows a realization where the invoice is the user and calculate discount is the interface that defines the functionality. Here, the invoice implements calculate discount to calculate discount on the invoice. And you can see that the hollow arrowhead is on the user end of the line, which is the invoice, is the user, and calculate discount is the interface. So, in a UML graphical representation where two elements are joined with a solid line and a filled diamond on the whole side, this situation is known as a composition, which was option D of the question. Therefore, D is the correct answer.